Welcome to Duchenne Diaries, episode number 50. As you can see, the title of this episode is literally just called number 50. First, I wanted to do 25 episodes, and I decided I would do 50. And then every 25 or so, I would decide if I wanted to keep doing videos or not. So I don't know. You have to stay tuned next week to see if there actually is a video 51, because I don't know. I might change the name of the series or start doing different videos, because I haven't had any viewers on my last 5 videos. So with that being said, I'll go over NFL Week 15 game picks, the schedule, the playoff picture, and the odds. And I'm just going to go ahead and start reading through the stuff. Okay, so the first matchup to pick is the 6-7 Raiders at the 7-6 Browns. They play on Saturday. Las Vegas is favored by 1. The total is 38.5. I also think I'm going to pick the Browns to win that one. I'm just going to pick the Browns outright. Okay, so the next one. Okay, so then on that game it says stat to know. It says the Raiders are 6-0 when Carr throws for 300 yards this season, and 0-7 when he doesn't. He has accounted for 79% of the team's yards this year, which is the highest in the NFL. Next game is the 9-4 Patriots at the 7-6 Colts. Spread is Indianapolis by 2, and the total is 45.5. I'm going to say under on the total, and I'm going to pick New England to win outright, obviously. Stat to know, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor has a 10-game streak with a rushing touchdown. Longest streak by any player since LaDainian Tomlinson had 18 straight in 2004. 2005. I have, this is on Sunday now, the 5-8 Panthers at 7-6 Bills. The spread is Buffalo by 10.5, and the total is 44.5. And I'm going to go over on the spread and over on the total, because the Bills didn't have a good game. Stat to know, the Bills have a -5 turnover margin, 7th worst in NFL in their past 6 games. They went 2-4. They had a +13 margin in their first 7 games, where they went 5-2, which led the NFL. We had the 9-4 Cowboys at 4-9 Giants, and the spread is Dallas by 11. The total is 44.5. I'm going to go under on the spread, and I'm going to go over on the total. Let's see. This one doesn't have a stat to know. Oh, there it is. Okay, the stat to know for that one is the Cowboys have at least 100 rushing yards in each of their past 2 games, while averaging 134. But they failed to reach 90 in 4 of the prior 5 games. 83.2 rushing yards per game over that span. We have 9-4 Titans at 6-1 Steelers. The spread is Tennessee by 1. The total is 43. I'm going to go over on the spread and under on the total. The stats to know. Steelers edge rusher TJ Watt. It's a career best and NFL best 16 sacks this season. He joins Reggie White 1985 to 88 and 1990 to 93 as the only players with 13 sacks in 4 straight seasons. Since sacks were officially tracked in 1982. The 2-3 Cardinals at 111-1 Lions. Spread is Arizona by 13. The total is 47. I'm going to say over on the spread and under on the total. Stats to know. Cardinals running back James Conner has 7 straight games with a touchdown. Tied for the longest streak in franchise history. Yeah. Yeah. 6-7 Washington at 6-7 Philadelphia. And the spread is Eagles by 9.5 and the total is 44. I'm going to go under on the spread and under on the total. Stat to know. The Eagles led the NFL with 160 rushing yards per game. The Eagles lead the NFL 160 rushing yards per game and are one of 2 teams this season to average over 5 yards per rush. The other team's the Colts. Washington is 5th in the NFL in run defense, allowing 93.6 rushing yards per game, and has held opponents under 100 rushing yards 8 times, tied with the Bills and Ravens for the third most such games this season. And then we got 3-10 Jets and 6-7 Dolphins. Spread is Miami by 9.5. The total is 41. And I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over on the spread and on the total. It's not to know. Only 3 teams in NFL history have gotten back to 500 after being 6+ games below 500 for the 1974 Jets, 1984 Packers, and 2009 Titans. And I have 2-11 Texans, 2-11 Jaguars. The spread is Jacksonville by 5, and the total is 39.5. I'm going to go under on the spread and under on the total. Stats to know Lawrence has been held to no more than 1 touchdown in 12 straight starts. The second longest streak record in QB in the past 4 seasons. Cam Newton, 18 straight. 7-6 Bengals at 7-6 Broncos. Spreads Denver by 2.5 and the total is 44. I'm going to say over on the total, and I'm going to pick the Bengals outright. Stat to know, Denver quarterback Teddy Bridgewater needs 46 passing yards for 3,000 on the season, which would be the first time in his career he has thrown for 3,000 in consecutive seasons. Next up is 6-7 Falcons at 7-6 49ers. Spread is 49ers by 9.5, and the total is 46.5. I'm going to go over on the spread and under on the total. Stat to know. Atlanta quarterback Matt Ryan averaged 306.4 passing yards per game against the 49ers in his career. San Francisco is one of three teams he has averaged 300 passing yards per game against in his career. 321.3 versus Titans, 316.3 versus Bengals. Have 10-3 Packers at 8-5 Ravens. Spread is Green Bay by 6 and the total is 44. I'm going to go under on the spread and under on the total. Stat to know. Packers receiver Devontae Adams has 100 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns in 2 of his past 3 games. And he has 6 games with 100 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns over the past 2 seasons, even more than any other player. We have 5-8 Seahawks and 9-4 Rams. The spread is Rams by 4.5 and the total is 45.5. I'm going to go over on the spread and over on the total. Stat to know. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford has 33 touchdown passes this season and is tied with Vinny Testaverde, 1996 Ravens, and Brett Favre, 2009 Vikings, for the third most by a player in his first season with a new team. Six and 7 Saints at 10-3 Buccaneers. Totals Tampa Bay by 11. Totals 46.5. I'm going to go under on the spread and under on the total just because that's a division rivalry game and the Saints always give the Buccaneers a hard time. Stat to know. Saints running back Alvin Kamara is 10 rushing yards shy of joining Roger Craig as only players in NFL history with 4,000 rushing yards and 3,000 receiving yards within their first 5 seasons. And we have the 6 and 7 Vikings at 4 and 9 Bears. Spread is Minnesota by 4.5. The total is 44. I'm going to go over on the spread and under on the total. Stat to know. Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson is second in the NFL in receiving yards, 1,288. And with 12 receiving yards against the Bears, he can become the first Vikings player with 1,300 yards in consecutive seasons since Randy Moss in 02-03. And that is the end of the NFL predictions and stuff. So, yeah, I picked the winners and the spreads, gave you some interesting stats. I thought they were interesting stats. So with that being said, this is the end of episode number 50. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Click the little bell if you would like to get updates and alerts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.